Alright, welcome to the TheDayIsOurz channel. I'm your host, Johnny Utah, and it is Monday, April 15th. Welcome to week 6. Week 6? Holy moly, has the time gone by fast. It just felt like yesterday we were on week 1, day 1. Yeah, well, it is what it is at this point, so we're still humming along, we're still getting our good workouts in, and so... Oh man, we had another good workout here, and I'm going to go over a little bit of the change. So kind of what I learned last Friday, I stopped my workout at 8:30 as opposed to stopping it at 9, and so that's during my cool down walk. I think it's a little bit more convenient for me to end the workout at 8:30 just so I can help out with Arlian a little bit more. So my wife typically gets up around 9. She'll get up typically a little bit earlier than that, but Arlian will typically get up around like 9 o'clock-ish, and that's when I tried to start recording because that's when I stop my workout usually. But what I learned on Friday is stopping it at 8:30 just makes it convenient for everyone involved, because then I can still do more of what I want to do, but I can actually, walk around with Arlian. He's a little 15-pound free weight. Free hanging weight, I should say, and he absolutely loves daddy walkies. So I think I'm just going to go ahead and stop these workouts at 8:30, and I think it's just going to be convenient for all parties involved. So what does that mean? Now I just have to readjust and recalculate what I want to try to hit each and every single day. And so I think what I'm going to try to do is we're going to do it this way. So for our steps, I want it to be at 13,000. At least that's the goal. Like, I make that mark, I feel really, really happy about the workout. If my activity time is right there above 100 and we'll say 45 minutes, that's going to be great. That's where I want to hit my target each morning. And then the calories burned, let's just say over 1,100. So anything above that 1,100, I'm going to be really happy about. And keep in mind, this is just till 8:30. Doesn't mean that I stop working out. I work at 11. It just means that I'm going to do this recording at this time. So that way I can get this video out here to you guys and then not have to worry about anything. Just then focus on my child, who has been all about daddy. He is a daddy's boy right now. He was up in the morning, more on that when we get to the sleep score. But he was up in the morning at... around 12:15, and all he was saying was da 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 da, pounding in his bassinet, just da 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 da. I wasn't angry, wasn't whining, he was just da 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 da, and I'll have to show you guys a video. He's just been tapping as of late, and I'm like, legitimately, he is just in a tapping phase where he is just trying to feel everything in front of him and tap tap tap. And so it's really, really fun to see him grow and just become more aware, and he's really getting crawling down. He is desperately trying to stand. He is using every which way he can to platform himself to get on his legs, but he hasn't quite yet figured that part out. But I don't know, I found myself a little teary yesterday off a video of him trying to get on a little cushion. And he was after his little banana toy, and he was after a purse. So I don't know, just the way what he was working, like the gears were turning in his head, and he was, he's growing up, man. It's just, you want him to stay little for a little bit longer, and so sometimes that doesn't happen. But anyways, let's go ahead and get off to our morning numbers here. So once again, ended the workout at 8:30. This is going to be our new routine from now on. It doesn't mean that my workout is over. All it means is that I'm just ending this portion of the workout so that way I can record. And then I will continue working out pretty much all the way up until about 10 o'clock. And then I'll take a shower, get ready for work, and we're good there. So with that here, today I hit 12,670 steps, which is a little bit below where I want to be. But when you consider it, typically if you're adding, that if you end this workout at 9 o'clock, you're basically adding about 3,000 steps to it. So I mean, reality is this would be about 15,000, which means I should be really, really happy about it. So it doesn't matter. I'm pretty happy about it. But just setting that goal because I know I could hit that 13,000 step before I hit 830. That's going to be the goal from now on. And that's where I'm going to try to really, really push myself. Intake. So, as always, I'm always trying new things because why not? You got to try many different things to see what you like, what you don't like, and, then you can make a decision there, right? So, some things that I'll show on here, you'd be like, I don't really like that one, but I do. And some things you'd be like, oh, I really like that. I'm like, no, that thing tastes disgusting. Anyways, so first thing I have here is my Quest blueberry muffin bar, which I absolutely love. Quest has been like such an amazing product, and this is not necessarily a new one that I've tried, but this is one that I just really, really like. This would be the second one I've ever had for the blueberry muffin variety, and it just tastes so good. It's like nice, soft, a little bit of crunch to it. I think it does have like some chip to it, so it gives it a little bit of a crunch, and it's just so good. And it's only like 180 calories. It's got 20 grams of protein in it, 2 grams of sugar, so it basically checks the box on everything you'd want it to for a perfect protein. It's not high in sugar. One of the things I haven't tried that I will probably never try are those Gatorade protein bars. Those things have like 30 grams or 20 something grams of sugar in it, and that's not ideal. That's like your whole day's worth of sugar, meaning that you really can't have any sugar after that. And so it doesn't necessarily work, so I'll probably never try that one. I want to keep things as healthy as possible and to keep my blood sugar, at a normal rate. And something like this is super helpful because 2 grams of sugar, it's really, and it tastes like it does. I'm pretty happy with that. And so like I said, I am trying some new things here. So I did try this out yesterday. This is Fairlife. This is the protein shake edition of it. This you can find at Sam's and Costco. I think Sam's has it for a pack of 12 for $24, and Costco has this, I think, for the better deal for a pack of 18 for $31, which, guys, after you try this, you're going to be like, I need to get this, because my wife stole this yesterday. Like, I had maybe a third of it, probably closer to a fourth of it, and I said, hey, you got to try this. And then she did the whole and then just drank it all. And I wasn't mad because I respected it. I understood. And so this is really good. This is a great chocolate drink. And what I didn't know, so I've tried Core Power, which is also by Fairlife. The Core Power, depending on what Core Power version you get, you could get like the 26 grams of protein one. I tried that like this weekend, the strawberry banana one. And oh my goodness, that one tasted fantastic. The only issue when it comes to these drinks that I see is that they're just a little bit pricier. Like, I think the Muscle Milk is really, really good, but it's also a lot less expensive than this Fairlife, which this Fairlife tastes better than Muscle Milk. I will give it that. After trying it for the first time this weekend, yes, this tastes better than Muscle Milk, which I was surprised because Muscle Milk to me is like, it almost tastes as good as True Moo does. This one actually tastes better, like way better. And so I'll give it to Fairlife. Fairlife, you have a W in your book with this drink. Wow, this was super impressive. But obviously cost is always a factor. I try to keep things as cheap as possible, so I will be getting Muscle Milk. But, occasionally I'm going to grab a case of these and maybe have this on a Friday. Or, maybe have this, couple times. And so kind of go through it less as quick as I do what I will do with my Muscle Milk, and other drinks that I may try. But, man, that Fairlife is super, super good. So if you haven't tried it, please pick up a case from Sam's, Costco. Costco would be the better deal. And you let me know what you think, because I think that's amazing. All right, jumping into the other side of the stats, like I said, I wanted to keep it above 145 activity minutes. That's going to be a little bit tough just because I'm ending the workout about 30 minutes earlier. So if you're thinking this would be putting me at about 175 minutes, which is actually a relatively hard number to hit in general. So it just means I got to push myself a little harder, wake up a little bit sooner, and, just then get going. Because the longer I drag before I start my, workout routine, the less time that this accounts for. And so 142 minutes, I'm still really happy. I said the main goal is just to stay above 2 hours. Anything on top of that is, icing on a cake. So I'm pretty happy with that. And I did get above 1,100. I was at 1,149 activity calories burned, which is a great start to the day. As you guys can see, if you look at where all these numbers in, I am on pace to hit really, really big numbers today and to really complete this whole circle here. So I'm really, really happy about that. All right, so let's go to the elephant in the room and let's go to the last stat here, guys. I don't know what the heck my phone was doing. Clearly, it was not recording accurately. It said I got 4 hours and 50 minutes of sleep last night. It said that I went to bed at 1:08 a.m. Guys, my wife would yell at me, smack me upside the head if I went to bed at 1 a.m. I was in bed by 10:30. Like on the dot. Like I was planning to go to bed at 10, but my watch was kind of dying. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna, sit on the couch, detox for 20 minutes. And I ended up detoxing for 25 minutes around that 10 o'clock. And then I made my way to the bedroom. So I was kind of like just in bed at 10:30. This thing did not record any of that. It didn't give me credit for nothing before 1 o'clock a.m. So, of course, this has me as a score of 50. Needs attention. Absolute failure. No, put that on the thing. Failure. It's a GIF. Alright, and with that here. So, this is going to be very interesting as far as the rest of the stats go. So, sleep cycles, it said I had 3. I probably had 4. Wakefulness, I was actually much closer to that 10%, probably even a little bit above that. And the reason why is because, like I said, Arlen actually got up in the middle of the night, at midnight. I want to say 12:15, and he was up all the way up until that about 1 o'clock time frame. So he was just and just tapping on his thing. I'm gonna show you guys the video. You guys are gonna see. I'm gonna put it back up here if I already showed you. He's just tapping, tap, 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 tap at his bassinet, and he was doing that for 10 minutes. And he wasn't angry. He was just talking. And then I picked him up afterwards, and I was like, okay, come here, baby boy. And he was snuggling in with me, and then he was kind of just going in circles. And we have a king size mattress, so he was going in circles in the middle of the bed. He snuggled into me, he snuggled into mom. Eventually mom took him, and he went back to sleep, but that was an hour later, or really 50 minutes later. But yeah, so that was the middle of the night experience, and I think my watch just kerfuffled there. Okay, so physical and mental recovery both stuck at 38%. This has got to be a season low, guys. Season low. That's pathetic. However, I think that part of this, the reason why the score is so low is because it's missing, essentially, what is that? 10:30 to 11:30, 11:30 to 12:30. It's missing 2 hours of sleep here. So, give or take a little bit. So you add 6 hours and 50 minutes here, or even 6 hours and 30 minutes, the score probably ends up being good, and it probably tracks the physical and mental recovery a lot better. And so I think that's what your difference is going to be. But, it is what it is. Whatever the watch records, I can't control what it records. I can only control the screenshot that I take at the end. So it is what it is. We'll continue to monitor it. I actually felt really, really good this morning. So mentally and physically, and that makes sense, right? I had 2 rest days. And Saturday, after my plasma donation, I was feeling a little bit lightheaded, so I ended up not working on that day. And then Sunday we went to Lagoon. So I'm going to upload those videos there because I got a few videos. And I will put that, in increments, because it's not going to be the first and only time we go to Lagoon. We're just going to go and do all these different rides. I'll record as much as I can on these rides and then post each individual ride there for you, so you guys can see what we have to offer here. And this weekend I was able to go on the new ride, or what is it called, Primordial. And that ride was super fun. I'm not going to spoil anything. I didn't, the sad part is I recorded it. The problem with my recording is I accidentally had the camera facing the wrong way. It was facing my chest and not actually what you would see. And so, no spoilers, apparently. For that one, you won't get a video of it, but it's a super fun ride. I think, especially coming from Florida, you can see, like, the creators of this ride were very heavily inspired by a lot of the new stuff that you see in Florida. I will say it's got tidbits of Mount Everest. It's got tidbits of the Grimgotts ride at Universal, or I think it's at Islands of Adventure. I'm not sure. It's at one of those two parks. You could see the inspiration that it had there, but it also has some inspiration from Toy Story Mania. Like it's got, like, it just combines a whole bunch of different themes, and it made a really, really cool, fun ride. However, I did go on Wicked, which is a crazy fun ride. It actually just has like a straight shot up and a straight shot down. You guys will see that in the video. And then we have a really, really unique ride called Spider and the Fly. Everybody just calls it the Spider over here, but the ride is called the Spider and the Fly, and it's a roller coaster that actually spins in a circle while you're going through everything, and it's super cool. You guys are going to see that video, and you're going to be like, it's just a different kind of ride. And so check those videos out once I upload them here. But as always, now that we're done with the stats here, we want to hear how your guys' weekend went. Did you guys seize your weekend? What did you guys do? And then now we're on to week 6. So how did your morning go? Did you get a good workout in? Are you on pace to make your goals for the week? And Nighthawks, of course, we want to hear from you. Anyone who comes in after their work shift, comes back home, puts everything down, and goes straight to the gym and just ready to hit the iron there. So we want to hear from you. You guys always have my respect, because I think working out after work would be a huge, crazy change. So we always want to hear how you guys do as well. Let us know. And please, once again, like, subscribe, and share this video. We want to try to build a community for people who do need that little extra push to get healthier, whether you're trying to lose weight, whether you're trying to gain weight, whatever your journey goals are, we want to be here for you, and we want you to be here for us. So, we believe that the hardest part of doing this is doing this alone, and the more we build this community together, the further we can push ourselves, the further we can, go and make our end goals. So, last week I dropped another 2 pounds. I'm now down to 205. I'm that much closer to scheduling for my first tattoo. Oh, by the way, in these videos, you might see that I have like this cool little thing. So this weekend on Sunday, we went to Lagoon, and my sister-in-law decided to go ahead and get like these like sticker tattoos, so they look really cool. Here, I'll show you right here. So you can see this is like just kind of like a rose print and such. You'll probably see that in the videos, but my wife really wanted to see how a tattoo would look on me, so I was like, yeah, sure, let's do it. That's fine. Not the tattoo that I'm gonna get or anything, but she thought it was really cool, so you guys can see it one more time here. Little bit of a rose. So that was pretty fun. We had a really, really good weekend, and I hope you guys enjoyed your weekend as well. So, it's all just about the journey that we're making, guys. If we're going to do this, we're going to do this together. All right, well, with that here, it's Johnny Utah out, and have a good morning.